Good afternoon, guys. This is a video to update everyone on what the vet said for Miss Hope. As you can see, she's got a good appetite, so we're going to go over some of the positives. He did say that she was in good flesh, which means that her body composition is not poor, and that means that the condition that she has not caused her body physically to decline. He confirmed that she was not in foal, that she just had a foal taken from her. So this is something I suspected. Todd and I both suspected this. Also, he said that her heart sounded good, so that was awesome news. Everything else checked out okay. There was nothing to be of major concern. However, what is the problem on her right side of her mouth and the left side, both of those teeth in the back are gone. And so what that means is that there is the left side has closed in properly or healed up properly, but the right side is not. There is a hole in the upper tooth hole, or I'm sorry, area where the tooth was, and that hole is large enough, it's good sized, that it is now allowing food that she chews up in her mouth and at the back when she grinds it all up and gets it ready to swallow. Instead of it going down, it's going up. And it is passing through the nasal passageway and coming out her right nostril where she already has the polyps. So there are at least 2, possibly 3 polyps on the right side. And her nostril goes, all the way up into the nasal cavity. And he felt 2, and he thinks there's a 3rd. Okay, so what this means is that 1, she goes on antibiotic therapy. And we've already got that started. It's in her feed. You can see here that we've added it to her feed. She is eating her grain well. So we're hopeful that the antibiotic treatment and therapy will continue or will help her with any added infection. Because I'm telling you guys, when you open her mouth, it smells terrible. But what was really weird is that the night of the auction, she didn't have as much nasal drainage. She didn't have as much sound when she was breathing in and out of her nose. And she didn't have anything coming, like she didn't have food coming out of her nose, which indicated that she probably hadn't eaten all day. So she was dehydrated. She had no food all day while she was there at the auction barn, waiting to go through the auction at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, we have some options. The first option is to take her to a local university hospital, veterinary hospital, and go through that process with her. He said what they'll do from there is several different things, go through all the tests and measures, see what's going on, obviously do a biopsy on the polyps to see if they are cancerous or benign. Likely, he said they are cancerous, not to be overly, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is a little out there right now. Sorry. Not to make assumptions, but it's very likely. And it does go along with the note that came with her, which is something I haven't really talked about yet. Whenever I picked her up, there was, I picked up her Coggins. I went in the office, I picked up her Coggins, and with her Coggins is registration paperwork. She is registered through the American Quarter Horse Association. She has transfer papers all signed and ready to go. And she also has, there was a note. There was like a little small handwritten note. And basically the note said that Babe is what they called her. They called her Babe. Was the sweetest mare you could ever ask for. She rides great. She, what else did it say? We have taken her to 3 different vets that could not help her. And we brought her here in hopes that she would fall into the hands of someone that could. So that's what the note said. I'm a little bit leery on some of the things on this note. I'd like to take it for what it is, but I know some things and I know what happens often in this horse industry. And there's more to this story that I'm not going to share quite yet, but I will find out more information, a little bit more about her history. Some of it matters just to me. Some of it doesn't matter at all, I'm sure. But I like to track down as much information about the horses as I can. And that even matters to me, like who's been handling them. She is a gem. She's sweet. She's gentle. She's easygoing. She is really kind. You can see here that her bridle path was cut out. So someone was likely riding her, which is craziness because with her breathing issue, that bothers me. But you can see the polyp in there. Okay, I got a little off track. But, okay, option A is to take her to the veterinary school, the university school. I'm going to be totally frank and totally honest with you guys. That is not something we can afford. We still haven't received enough in funds or donations to cover her bail, or not bail, I'm sorry, her price from the auction. It was $650. So it was $625 purchase price and a $25 online purchase fee. So we gave $650 for her when we picked her up. We have not covered that yet. And so taking her to a veterinary university school of medicine hospital is going to be $3,000-$4,000. And that's not really an option at this point. Option B was to work with our local veterinarian who has a good reputation. We trust, and we are thankful for his honest, true opinion or diagnosis. And he would like for us to do the antibiotic therapy with her, to continue feeding her what we feed, which is a normal mixed grass hay, a senior pelletized grain, and keep her as fed and healthy as possible, exercise her to her limits or to her capability within normal limits, given her condition. But also we're going to see him to have the polyp, the most protruding, biggest polyp removed. And we're also going to see him or have him go in and do a full cleaning. We're going to clean out the whole nasal cavity, all of her mouth. Obviously we have to sedate her, lay her down, clean everything out. He's going to do all of that. I say we because I love to be involved in it. I know that's crazy, but long time ago I worked for a vet. So I say we still, but I don't work for him. He's going to do it with his team, not me. I hope I can watch, basically, and hand a tool if he needs it. But anyway, he's going to do all of this and get her cleaned out. And then we're going to use he is going to use a dental impression material that is a soft but hardening material to go in and pack the hole, hoping that this will keep food from passing up and going through her nose, which today I'll add a couple of pictures to this video. You'll see how much he was able to get out of her nasal passage today just by cleaning it out with his hands. Hi, baby girl. That's option B. And option C was to euthanize. And as much as I know sometimes that is necessary, I'm not there yet for her. We want to try to give her a good quality of life for whatever period that is. If the polyps are the tumors are cancerous, then we will make that decision when we find that out, when we know for sure. But for now, we don't know that they are. We assume that they are. We're going to err on the side of caution that they are. And we're going to try to treat any systemic infection. We're going to feed her good quality food. I'm going to deworm her and do all the things that are necessary, like we always would. And we are going to go with option B. We're going to work with our veterinarian, our local veterinarian, and see if he can help us. Or his treatment option helps her. Let me put it that way. I don't want to put all the pressure on him. He is doing absolutely the best he can, and I think that his diagnosis and prognosis is fair. And I think after a little time today, I processed, Todd and I talked, that option B is the best route for hope. It gives us hope. We really don't know what's in store. Obviously, guys, God is always the one in control, not us. We're just going to do what we can on our end to give her a good quality of life for however long that is. It could be a month. It could be 10. It could be a year. It could be 2. I don't know. I don't know how rapid the cancer can grow, if it will grow. I'm just going to pray for a miracle. It's just the way it is. I'm going to pray for God's healing over her. And my family has laid hands on her, and we're going to be praying for her just as we have with Boaz and any other horse that has come here that has been in terrible condition. And Hope will not be for adoption. She will stay here, and we will do the best we can to give her the best life we can. But she will not be adoptable as long as these conditions are what we think they are. So if there's a miracle and she gets full healing, then maybe she'll be adoptable later. But right now, she's going to stay right here with us. And with you guys, you'll get to see her journey. I'll keep you posted. We're getting a big supply of horses here, and I will update you guys on some of those horses as well in the near future. But I can only handle one at a time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm handling one a day, 2 a day, and I am just doing the best I can. All of us are. My kids are very disappointed and sad that Hope has the diagnosis that she has today, but at the same time, they're hopeful, and that is why we have her here. That is why we didn't give up or walk away. We decided that it was best we give her a full chance. Hi, baby. You saying hi? Look at those big, pretty eyes. Our vet is not concerned that she is going to choke and die or anything like that. I was worried that, the food would then get caught up in her nasal passageway and cause all kinds of other issues, but he said that was probably not going to happen. But we will continue to try to kind of clean it out ourselves. He was able to get most of it out without sedating her. Now to get way up in there and to get her mouth all looked at properly, he did have to sedate her. But I can keep it kind of cleaned out from every day. So I'll just make sure that what food does get up in there and starts packing in and it starts to travel forward, that I'm getting in there and I'm hooking and cleaning it out. That's that's what my finger's doing. I'm cleaning it out. But okay, so I hope that answers everybody's questions. Again, we're going with option B. We're going to treat with antibiotic therapy daily, and we are going to schedule an appointment. We kind of have an appointment, but they have to confirm that for me, so I'll hear back from him soon. Confirm that appointment with our vet to go in, to clean all of it out, to clean out her mouth, to work on her teeth, to do everything that needs to be done here, and then take some dental impression material product and go up in there and kind of try to fill that hole up so no more food gets packed up in there and hopefully no infection. So that's the story. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. She's a pretty girl. You are so pretty. All right, guys, we thank you so much for your time, your support, your love, all of the awesome things. Yeah, I'm sorry about the live earlier. I had to get off there. There were some weird comments. I don't know these people. And they don't bother me. I wasn't in the mood to deal with it. So I will block and delete. So thanks for that suggestion. And I'll block and delete those folks. But the thing is I know when I need an emotional break, and that was a time when I had to just click off of there and go on. So here's the update on Hope. And again, I'm going to be asking that at any time in the near future or whatever, you please just consider a donation for her. Again, we have Venmo, we have PayPal, and we have an Amazon wish list. And those things on that wish list are not primarily for Hope. They will go to the other rescue horses here, though. So it does help. I mean, if you think about it, it's just a matter of trading of funds. So whether we get cash or we get Amazon visit or gifts, it all benefits the horses. And it does help us, because then if we're not having to buy those items on Amazon, then we have other cash that we can use towards vet bills and things like that. So all donations, all gifts, they count. They matter. They're so helpful. And we sincerely appreciate it here at 8E Rescue Ranch. Thank you guys for loving us and supporting us. And we had no idea where this journey was going to take us just 8 months ago. I just want to keep crying today. I'm sorry. And I thank you. Thank you all so much. Have a good night.